The Bears are popping off from weekly awards, ad star and drama on Twitter, the trade deadline, and the injury report. There's a lot to lock into here on Claws Up, Bear Down. I am your host, Claws, where we dive deep into all things Chicago Bears football. Like that button if you think that the Bears had their best offensive game of the season against the Bengals this past week. Chicago Bears won 3 offensive awards this week, and the rookies are getting the recognition they deserve. Kyle Monangai and Colston Loveland got some awards, and carrying hardware is awesome to see. Kyle Monangai won Angry Runs. He won the Scepter from Good Morning Football, which is a super cool award they do every single week to the hardest runs of the week. Kyle Monangai, 176 yards, was running people over against the Cincinnati Bengals. And there's also a t-shirt that you can buy on homage.com to represent the reward. Super excited for Kyle Monangai earning that. And then Colston Loveland picked up 2 different awards, one being the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and then the MVP, the Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player, in which he got slimed right on top of his head. Caleb Williams is the one who put slime on his head before practice. But both are great awards. Obviously, the NFC award is a huge one for him to win. As a rookie, 2 touchdowns, 118 yards, 6 receptions. But the rookie's just showing out and getting recognized. The offense is firing on all cylinders. They're able to get the ball moving. 76 yards from Monangai. 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a game-winning dagger from Colston Loveland. Things you just absolutely love to see. And then there's Rome Odunze's dad on Twitter. He put a pin in a tweet of someone saying that Rome should be traded from the Bears. It's a ridiculous storyline that's going on, but it's real. Rome Odunze's dad has every right to protect his kid and say what he needs to say. What's tough and where it's hard to understand what's going on is when the son is saying something and then the dad is saying something. And it's 2 different things. We've already been through this with Caleb Williams' dad and Carl Williams. He's vocal on Twitter about his son and how he should be represented. But with Rome Odunze's dad, Rome is one of the most heavily targeted player in the Chicago Bears. He already has 5 touchdowns this season. He's on pace for a 1,000-yard season. He has been playing great, but he also have had some drops. Most drops in the team, drop in the end zone this weekend against the Bengals. It has become an issue that people are starting to catch wind of. But before the trade deadline, for Rome's dad to come out here and say that he should be traded, don't know why we're starting this daddy drama at the middle point of the season right before the trade deadline. It doesn't need to be happening. Rome's dad is just another dad, like any other sporting dad. He wants his son to do the best, and he wants the best for him. I would prefer them worry about scoring touchdowns, not dropping balls, and going ahead and having fun with the team. The team is playing well. It was a big, heavy running day. They should be happy with the performance of the Chicago Bears themselves. Another week and another Chicago Bears injury report that looks like a CVS receipt. It is long, it is annoying, and it seems to be week to week that they continue to have injuries. I don't know when it's going to get shorter, but we're back with another long injury report. Quickly running through it. Josh Blackwell did not practice. Kevin Byard, back and ankle, did not practice. TJ Edwards did not practice. Grady Jarrett did not practice. DJ Moore, hip groin, did not practice. Rome Odunze, ankle heel, did not practice. Dominic Robinson, ankle, did not practice. Roshan, back, limited. Cole Kmet, concussion, limited. Kyle Monangai, 176 yards in the weekend, and now he has an ankle injury, limited. DeAndre Swift, groin, limited. Luther Bird III, this is nice, this is positive. Luther Bird III, concussion, full practice, love to see it. And then amen, knee, full practice, great to see. Luther Bird III, bright spot about that, love to see him get out there again. The rest of them, Rome's been dealing with the heel injury for a while. Kyle Monangai, obviously not awesome to see, but having DeAndre Swift have limited practice, that's also positive. So getting back Luther Bird III and DeAndre Swift would be great. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they lose Kyle Monangai in that process. DJ Moore is a superstar in the sense of that he is tough as nails. He'll probably end up playing. Kevin Byard is a tough one to swallow because the defensive backs have been hurt so much already. So we want to see Kevin Byard play when all these guys get healthy. This list just keeps getting longer and longer every week. The trade deadline also passed on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. I was of the opinion I'd rather have seen the Bears go all in and get a defensive stud player. They did not make that type of move. They went to the depth piece in John Tyrant Sherwinka. I hope I'm saying that right. But this guy is a guy who was a first-round draft pick in 2001 for the Bucks. He played with the Bucks, and he signed with the Browns this year. Hasn't gotten a lot of snaps. He only had 31 snaps so far this season, has 0 sacks. It's a depth piece. It's nothing that exciting. The Bears are hurt. Deo The defensive end that they signed from Indianapolis, tore his Achilles tendon, so he's done for the season. They need more depth. They needed someone there that could be able to provide for the rotation. Hopefully this guy has the traits that Dennis Allen wants and needs for his defense and can start having production in Chicago when he hasn't had all that much production in Cleveland this season so far. And last bonus, shout out big man Darnell Wright, who's finally getting recognition for being the unicorn that he is. There's a viral clip of him running over the first-round draft pick, Shamar Stewart from the Bengals. There's also the clip of him hitting a beautiful cartwheel after Colston Loveland scores that last-second touchdown to win the game for the Chicago Bears. Love to see Darnell Wright get the recognition he deserves as an elite-level right tackle and a guy who just seems like he's really starting to figure it out this season for the Chicago Bears. Who's your Bears MVP of the week versus the Cincinnati Bengals? Was it Kyle Monangai, Colston Loveland, or Caleb Williams? Drop it in the comments below. Hit that like button if you like the momentum the Bears are starting to gain now on offense. And don't forget to subscribe for Claws Up, Bear Down for more reactions like this one. Thanks for watching.